online crew, and welcome to today's live. And if you found me live, congratulations and thank you, because I'm 2 hours earlier than I normally am live. So thank you for joining me if you found me here. And some of our UK people might even make it on because you're awake, because I'm 2 hours earlier. But the reason for that is I just have a really, really busy day. I've got a Zoom call in half an hour. Then I've got to host a webinar for an hour and a half after that. Then I've got a presentation, and it's just go, 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 go today. So much so that I forgot my hat. I just picked it up before we went live and I knocked it off the table. It's on the other side of the table. All good. How are you? Let me know where you are watching from. That would be great to know. If we haven't met before, my name's Helen Martin. I'm your online crew captain for our home-based business owners, entrepreneurs, direct sellers, social sellers, all of the above. And you want to use the internet and leverage the internet to build your business online without hassling your family and friends. But you need, if you want to do it in a way where you're a human before a marketer, then you're in the right place, because that's what I'm all about. I want to build my business with integrity and authenticity and, just making sure that I'm a human being before, I'm a marketer. So today what I want to talk to you about, and some of you may already have this, but a large number of you may not. So this is important. I'm gathering you're on Facebook because you're on this live. I'm not actually live on Instagram today because I need my phone, and I want to show you some sort of graphics. Who has the professional mode of your Facebook personal profile? Who even knows what I mean? So this is something that's being tested with a number of people out there on Facebook since December 2021. Now, if you were given the option, you were actually invited to it. So Facebook would say you're invited to the professional mode. This is personal profile I'm talking about. Do you want to switch over? And if you switched over and tried it, you could actually switch back. So there was no risk to that, which was pretty cool. The jury was out initially because there was some issues with friend requesting and stuff like that. I believe that's all been ironed out. So last month in November, if you haven't heard, they've opened up the professional mode to everybody on your personal profile. So on this live, I want to show you how to do that if you don't know how to do that. And just let's talk about what features are different and whether you do or don't want to switch over to the professional mode. So who's aware of that? Who's got it, or who doesn't know what I'm talking about? I'd love to know who's live. So again, if you found me live, thank you, because I am live 2 hours earlier than I normally am. So we've got Tonya. Hello, Tonya. Great to see you on. Good morning, Teresa. I can actually see you now. StreamYard must have caught up with you, so you don't need to put your name there anymore. I've seen you for the last few lives, so that's a really good thing. I'm not sure why I can suddenly see you now, but that's a good thing. Hello, Merla. You're on the road to Alberta. Well, safe travels. Me, Merla has it. Tonya has it. Driving with a school drop-off, last day of school and listening in, no worries, all good. So Teresa's in the Australian time zone, obviously, in the morning. So what I want to share with you is what it is, how you can turn it on, and what are the benefits of turning it on, because it is made available globally to every single person on Facebook. So it looks a little different. You have a lot of different features. So I've just switched mine over recently, still getting used to it, but there are a couple of things that I love about it. What I would recommend to this kind of audience, our online crew here, is that you do switch it over. Why I recommend that is because you've got features that features that you could only normally do on a business page, on your personal profile, which you've never been able to do before. And oh, where'd I go? I'm back. To schedule posts in advance. You can't do that on a normal personal profile. So if you want to get a little bit organized with your content, we talk a lot about content creation here, content plans, things like that. But the downfall of an ordinary personal profile on Facebook is that you can't schedule anything in advance. On the professional mode, which you have a choice to switch over to now if you don't already have it, You can schedule posts in advance. You can link up your Instagram. So then you can have it posting on your Facebook personal profile and your Instagram, at the same time. You can also get insights and things like that. So I'll run through all of this in a moment. But if you're kind of businessy, and that's why you're sort of here listening to me, is because you're building a business online, it's almost the ability to kind of have a business page features, but on your personal profile. So for some of you that have never ventured into a business page before, I mean, you can't do advertising from it. So if you know you want to do Facebook advertising somewhere along the line, you're going to need a business page. But if you know you never want to do Facebook advertising, but you want some of the features that we have on a business page, like scheduling posts in advance, then you definitely want to switch it over. Okay. So what I'm going to show you, hello Jen, lovely to see you on. Hello Debbie, hello Sarah. We've got a UK person in the house because I'm 2 hours earlier than I normally am, Sarah. So good to see you here. I miss not seeing UK people on live because normally you guys are all asleep. So what I want to show you first, and this is not fancy, I'm not sharing my screen, I'm just sharing pictures on my phone, is if you go to your Facebook. So let me go to my Facebook. Okay. So just go to your Facebook, your normal Facebook. Go to the 3 dots on the side. Okay. Now mine is going to say turn professional mode off because I've got it turned on. If you haven't done this yet, it'll say turn professional mode on. Easy as that, guys. You can test this out. If you don't like it, you can turn it back. Unlike business pages, if you move forward to the new business format, you do not want to go back because you lose followers. Not the case here on the new format for Facebook. So just, as I said, go to your normal profile. Go to, it's not my normal profile. What are you doing? So just go to your normal, oh, look there, I'm live. Go to your normal, what are you doing, woman? Go to your normal profile. Okay. Go to the 3 dots on the side, just there, and it'll be right down the bottom. Turn professional mode on. Okay. Just checking the comments. Oh, Silky's here from the UK as well. Good to see you on. I don't think when you schedule it posts to Instagram at the scheduled time, but it may be I'm waiting it. Maybe I haven't tested it yet, but you can link your posts. I don't know if it's linked to the scheduled posts, but when you post on Facebook, you can link it to Instagram ordinarily when you're posting in real time. This is what I probably need while I've not started my business page. It doesn't kind of replace a business page because the purpose of a business page, let's just have a quick chat about this. The purpose of a business page is to really hone in on your brand, get an audience of people that are with you for that particular topic. So, you brand yourself in a certain way, you're talking about a particular type of content, and people will follow you for that, and you'll grow influence on those people. So it's a very specific purpose. So a professional mode on a personal profile, it's still a personal profile at the end of the day. It shouldn't overtake all the advantages that we have with the business page and being laser focused with a brand and a message and an audience and your content. On a personal profile, you're still going to post a lot of personal stuff. You're still going to have your content buckets of different things that represent who you are. So it doesn't replace it anyway. It just gives you some of the features, which is pretty cool. Okay. No worries, Sherry. Glad it's of benefit. Hi, Joanne. Good to see you on. Jen, I had professional mode on, but still no ability to schedule posts. Really? That's interesting because that's one of the main features that I love about it. So that's where you turn it on. Just go down to the 3 dots on your personal profile and turn it on. As soon as you turn it on, it'll look a little bit different. So suddenly it sort of goes to a different look. It shows you that you've got followers and how many you are following. It'll alert you. Like when I first turned it over, it actually walked me through what the new features were. So go and look at your personal profile when you switch it over. Remember, you can switch it back. So play with it. If you don't like it for some reason or you want to switch it back, there's no implications. Very different to switching on your business page where there are implications. So just play with it. Okay. Now mine, if you don't change this, it'll say, you'll automatically say digital creator. That's how you can tell if somebody's on the professional mode of a personal profile or not, is if it says digital creator. Or mine, I actually changed mine to entrepreneur. So you can change that, but it'll automatically default to digital creator. So as I said, if you're looking at somebody's personal profile and it says digital creator, they're like, they're on the professional mode of, the Facebook. But the difference is when I go, so Jen, if you're still on, when I go to create a post, this is what I see, which supposedly you should see as well, Jen. This will be small, but up the top, so I've just gone to create a post. So you've still got control of who can see it. So the beautiful thing is it can be public. Anybody can follow you. It's kind of like a business page in that way, where you can like grow followers on your personal profile. They don't have to friend request you. But just keep in mind, you always still want to be friend requesting, because it's your friends that are going to see your stories first. Okay, so, the ongoing effect of sort of Facebook stories, you still want to be friend requesting people and building up your friend requests. So you've got the control of public or, all the normal choices. So you can be friends only. Don't recommend it. Recommend everyone be public if you want to grow a business on social media, close friends except, or only me. So you can test posts out and send them to yourself. So that's normal. We've got the public. Album, you can actually, when you post something, you can share it to an album and just store your content really, get really organized with your content if you want. And that's where I see schedule, Jen. So do you not have that? So I can go down there, pick my day, pick my time. This is one of the major benefits of professional mode on a personal Facebook profile, is being able to schedule in advance. We've never been able to do that. Years ago, we did through third-party tools, and Facebook cut it all out, and we haven't been able to do that for a long time. If you switch to professional mode, though, you should, apart from Jen apparently, you should be able to see up the top there, schedule. And can you see where I've got Instagram there as well? I can link to Instagram. I can turn that on or off. Mine's off at the moment because I put my own content on Instagram. But if you want your content to go on Instagram as well, you're just going to turn that, turn it on. Okay? So that's one of the major, benefits. So I'm just checking. Sarah, I'm still struggling with my brand. I need to work on this as a priority. Yep, just get it done, girl. The faster you sort of establish a brand and you get an audience for that brand, the more you're talking to the right people rather than just talking to everybody. So branding is just so important. That happened to me and you reported it to Facebook. Did it make any difference, Merla? Let us know. I wish they would allow for scheduling posts again. Well, you can on professional mode, but yeah, I agree, Emmy, but just test it out. Maybe, I don't know, guys, troubleshoot. If you don't have the scheduling, maybe turn professional mode off and then turn it back on again. And, maybe needs to reset, or maybe you haven't updated your phone to the latest version where it has schedule, where it didn't initially, or something like that. Just troubleshoot a little bit. So you got everything but scheduling, bugger. So maybe try turning it off and then turning it back on again and see if it pops up, resetting your phone, updating your phone, things like that. I have professional mode but can't schedule posts either. Oh, wow, this is interesting. So you guys might have upgraded previously. So maybe the scheduling post is something that's rolling out with the global update. So maybe if you've had it for a while, that could be the reason why. Okay. And you can still schedule. I can't on mine. Your page must have grandfathered the feature. So this is the personal profile, remember, Emmy? And I've only just switched over. So my guess, I don't know, I'm guessing, but my guess would be that now that they've made it available globally, then maybe that's part of the global feature. So if you've had professional mode for a while, just troubleshoot a little bit, maybe, as I said, turn it off, turn it back on, and see if scheduling will pop up. Okay. Okay, now Merla's chimed in. The day after I reported it, I could schedule. There you go. There's a solution as well. So as I said, troubleshoot it. Teresa, I've had this for a while and it doesn't allow to schedule posts either, and I have to use that prior to check. And I used to have that prior to changing over. We haven't been able to schedule posts on a personal profile without the professional mode. So I'm not sure how you were able to do that beforehand. But if you don't have it now, there's two options that have popped up. Merla said she reported it and got it a day later. It also might mean you need to update it. Okay. Professional mode doesn't allow for that unless you have a profile that they've allowed to do it. So how would they know though, Emmy? I would be more inclined to think that it's part of the global rollout. But if you've had it for a while, you may not have had that feature previously. Not everybody gets every feature at the same time. So again, just troubleshoot it. Okay. Okay, so another update from Merla: when you report it, make sure to send a link to your profile, is what I was told. Okay. Hey, Rafael, good to see you on. I wonder if it's a regional feature. This is a global. It's a global rollout as of last month. They've been testing this feature since December 2021. So some of you would have had it for quite some time. Some of you would have been invited to it. It popped up. You've been invited to the professional mode. Do you want to try it? But they would have been updating it and upgrading it before they would have made it global. So it's now global. You've just got to switch it on. Okay, so again, those of you that are missing features, either be patient or reload it or report it, just troubleshoot. Okay. Okay. So you lose followers. That's a business page thing that I was talking about, Rafal. It doesn't affect personal profile. You can switch forward and switch back without any implications. But if you're a business pages, if you're on the old format and you go to the new pages format and you switch back, any followers that you got on the new format are gone when you switch back. So on a business page, if you moved forward to the new business pages format, do not ever go back. Even you lose Facebook ads, it's not worth it. Okay. All right. Merla, Beth did the same as me and now you can schedule. So Merla has shared with us her experience of reporting it, giving her link and getting the option to schedule the next day. She's just shared that somebody else did the same thing and got it. I've got it automatically. So, again, try switching it off and switching it on. If it doesn't work, then report it and see if you can get the same result. Okay. All good. Okay, so what did I want to share? I'm just watching the time because I got to get on the call shortly. So the whole purpose of this as well is giving you the ability to monetize a personal profile, which is pretty cool. So once you go to the professional mode, you can apply and get paid for your reels potentially. Okay, they're also testing for the future in-stream ads for live videos. So you know how YouTube works? You watch a YouTube video and then after a certain amount of time, it'll annoyingly take you to an ad, which you'll see a few seconds of and that'll allow you to skip. Facebook is testing that on the professional mode of a personal profile for in-stream ads. If you allow that, that could generate an extra income. Okay, if you get invited to their Reels program, you can monetize the Reels that you're doing on Facebook. So it could give you the ability, maybe not now, but somewhere down the line, to actually monetize your personal profile and make money from it. Okay, so I'll just share with you some specific things that Facebook said. Monetize their following on our social network. Get access to professional tools. It's a way to build a public following. without a business page. You can earn money from various monetization programs, which I just mentioned. You can connect with your audience in meaningful ways. This is Facebook's words, okay? You can access analytics and tools. So that's another good thing. You can actually, we've been able to do that on business pages forever, but we've never been able to do it on a personal profile. So you don't know your reach, you don't know engagement, you know views of live videos, but you don't really know all the other stuff. So if you go to the professional mode of the personal profile, then you're going to be able to see all that data. You just got to go into the tools and search for it, but you can see your most popular posts, how much engagement you got on it. So if you're going to be building a business on social media and be a bit more savvy with your personal profile and how you use it, you can get those analytics behind it, which is pretty cool. The Reels Play bonus program will become available. In-stream ads is coming. Also access to subscriptions. So people can subscribe to you and you can create subscriber content only. So that's available as well. But they're still, they're testing that at the moment. So that's not available at the moment. Pages features on a personal profile, I've mentioned that. New revenue streams, I've mentioned that. So you can post. If you can't now, you will be able to schedule in advance somewhere along the line. Now, so that's like what it looks like. Turn on professional mode. Okay. And then once you do that, take note of all this information that you see. So when I switched it over, I screenshot all this information and read it all. So make sure you do that to know what's sort of available to you. So it tells you a little bit about the professional mode, new ways to monetize, friends and followers. It allows you to, have a public following. How do you get your insights, safety and well-being, those kind of things. It is your same profile, but new tools. So grow your audience, become a creator. Anybody can follow you and see your public content, get discovered. You can update your profile category, digital creator, entrepreneur. They give you other things to choose from as well. Create top content and get paid. So, that's the Reels program as well. So make sure you look at sort of all this information. And this is where you're going to get the data. So when I first, there's no data there when I first switched it over, but you'll be able to see reach, engagement, new followers. Click on see more insights and, get a lot more information about what's happening on your personal profile. What's the kind of engagement like? You put out a post and, does it do really well or doesn't it? Like look at your insights and see what people are gelling with regarding your content or, what they're engaging with the most. We haven't, other than sort of seeing comments or reactions, we actually haven't had that data on a personal profile. And you can see all your tools. Comments manager, you can turn on top fans, you can have a moderation assistant, you can have the stars program, there's a guide and there's questions there. So have a look at all that information. Friends and followers receive updates from your profile in their feed when your audience is set to public, blah, blah, blah. Insights, I'm not going to go through all of this because you can do that, in your own time. And safety and well-being. So there's a moderation assistant that can help you automatically hide unwanted comments, that you might attract and stuff like that. So there's heaps of cool tools for you to have a look at. So my recommendation to you is test it out. See what you've got, see what you haven't got. Going by the conversation of this live, and thank you for chiming in, regarding the scheduling, and a lot of you don't have that tool. If you update, or if you've got it and you don't have that, maybe turn it on, off, turn it back on, see if the schedule pops up. If not, report it like Merla said, include the link to your Facebook profile and see if that works, if you get it. Or just be patient because there may be features that are rolling out. Okay? The top budgets fan. Yeah, so we've had that on business pages, but to have it on a personal profile is interesting as well. So I've got to go because I've got to get on my next call. So thanks for the conversation. Thanks for those of you sharing what you do and don't have. But I would recommend you test it out. I would recommend when you get the feature to schedule that you use that. Like it's going to make personal profiles easier to sort of, I guess, have a content plan rather than doing everything in real time. Here's what I will say about scheduling things in advance. Facebook knows everything. So they know when you schedule everything 100% in advance. And some of you do that on your business pages, and I don't recommend it. Facebook wants in the moment content as well. And that's generally what our personal profiles are on the normal sort of profile that we're used to. So yes, if you don't have it now and you move to the professional mode, you'll get it somewhere along the line to schedule things in advance. But don't go overboard with scheduling things in advance, either on a personal profile or a business page, because Facebook knows you're not there in real time and it will limit your organic reach. So when you do things in real time, you get engagement, you engage back, you have a bit of a conversation. That's what drives the algorithm. So if you've got too much stuff scheduled in advance, it doesn't really do you many favors as far as the algorithm goes and your reach goes. Okay. So thank you for joining me 2 hours live than I normally am. I hope that was helpful. I hope those of you that didn't know anything about that, you go and test that out. I hope those of you that don't have the schedule feature that have been on it for a while, you do get that somewhere along the line, because that'll be really beneficial for you. So this is my last live of the week. Please do not forget, starting on December 5th, which is just next week, we're starting our free online crew video challenge. It's only 10 days. It's a quick one. It'll give you the ability to show your face more, get more engagement, drive the algorithm, and get more eyeballs on you leading up to Christmas and the New Year's. And you want that, because this is the time of the year where people are evaluating the year that was and the year that's coming and what they want to do and how they're broke. And, they're open to new opportunities. So the more eyeballs you can get on you now, the better leading into December, and the work that you put in now will pay off in January and beyond. So if you just go to helenmartinonline.com/video, you can register for that for free. I'll guide you with the content. I'll guide you with the technical skills. We're going to have a lot of fun. You've got to be prepared to have a lot of fun and laugh at yourself if you make mistakes. But that starts next week on the 5th of December. So you need to register now, because there's a few things you need to do to just sort of get organized. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I look forward to the start of the video challenge. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.